At that point, what was going through your mind?
I never knew Live FM was going to be sold.
Okay.
So for the records, Live FM was sold this year. Yes. 2026, somewhere in January. Yes. It's maybe we're not going to miss you, CC currency auto. So let me say it here. Captain Smart has bought the station.
I was about coming
Yes,
there.
Captain Smart bought
the station. When Alex left, did you feel hurt at the point he left? Did you sack him or he left on his own?
Okay, so first of all, I did not feel hurt when he left.
Okay.
Number two, we did not sack him. I was rather hurt. To your question, no, I wasn't hurt when he left.
Okay.
But I was rather hurt when you.
You will be about Kofyjesse Studios right here on the Spotlight Show. And whatever or anytime we sit on this conversation, I want to a creative space in one bon common. I think last week when the deputy media coordinator or coordinations manager for CCM and bon common and I was like, Charlie, I need to get the main man here. But this man I'm going to have a conversation with has been part of this journey. And I'm making live on this conversation. The first time I started Kofyjesse TV. Nah, but I had a passion for the job I'm doing, but technicality I wasn't good. So this brother of mine called me, I said, Charlie Kofi, so I went to him with my laptop, not sure that Charlie, between the webcam today, then you record yourself. I was like, oh. And today he happens to be the general manager for one of the newest media outlets here in Cape Coast or Central Region. Not just the only station, but he has also worked with Live FM. He builds an avengers of new and young talent or manage station to a length. As well, he happens to be the media coordinations manager for CCMA. Today is going to be a lengthy conversation. I'm going to start from radio, come to CCMA. Tell me, a lot of things are happening on social media. But then here back on I go by the name Kofyjesse, and this show is proudly brought to you by King Peace Coconut Water. It's the best coconut water in town now. Charlie, make sure you contact them. Their numbers are on the screen. They are right inside Cape Coast, and maybe. It's just 15 Ghana cedis. You can store it for maximum of 3 days. So just call them and order yours. Discounts are there if you are buying in bulk purchase. Also, we have Sip Smarts beverages. They deal in yogurts. The best yogurts in town. Just make sure you contact them. Get the best yogurt. They are right inside UCC. Their numbers are on the screen. And they have a lot of flavors. You can buy in bulk as well or in ones if you want to. Let's start a conversation with my brother. Kwabena Korange. That's the name I know. And very bad of me. So I knew about didn't go hard and it means I'm an alien to it. But good evening, bro.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
We have a call. Yanko Panado.
Charlie, Scott. But I hope that within the week, from last week to now, everything is working perfectly.
Yanko Panado. For the last week, but now, Bibia Dizzy.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, introduce you by a name, Kwabena Korange, but this is your camera. I want you to introduce yourself to my viewers.
Okay, so first of all, Madasi for opportunity to say hi to Bibia and the Orishage Muzi. In fact, we're from Alex Kwabena Korange. Alex Kwabena Korange, but social media let me use to Kwabena Sage. Which the Sage is my nickname, but for now, because of the radio, I realized that when I'm on the radio, people find it difficult to mention that Sage. We don't want to say all of that. So I later decided that let me use my own name, my surname. So on the radio, I use Kwabena Korange KK, but officially on all my documentations, it is Alex Kwabena Korange. Alex. So I have an English name, but on radio, I'm Kwabena Korange.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for introducing yourself to my viewers and also to the general public as well. And first of all, let's start the conversation this way. I'm not happy with you because you tied the knot without inviting me to come. But okay. How has it been? How has that journey been? Marriage?
Okay, so it's in fact last February, 22nd of February. In fact, we are in March. So last month, last month, 22nd of February was exactly 1 year I tied a knot. So 1 year in marriage, I think. Uyala. Yeah, it's a new experience, and staying in a room with your wife and a kid, it's some kind of pressure, but once you're married, you need to, make sure that all your responsibilities in it my needs. I think it's a good journey, the bad, the good, and the ugly. I'm enjoying marriage, honestly.
Wow. Someone might debunk what I'm about to say, but I feel like the 1 year experience, and I know that before even tying the knot, you had time with a person, you learned few things.
Yes.
This is your camera. If a young guy wants to take that step to settle down, afraid of it, because now it has become a trend on social media. A lot of people are saying they will solo about one because them being influenced by a lot. If you are to advise the person or share a little thing within a minute to the person, what will you say?
Okay, so to the young people out there, marriage in fact, I believe in this conversation, in fact, after I married, I was like, so okay, man come worry in terms of So I think that marriage is a one, and more able to make a good partner. If I do be also perfect, nobody be being seen to a crib in the be with your partner, but you know yet able correct and who ask when the year call. And don't say that much on me is cancer. I'm going to work. For me, I started small, me a kakra. Na me dibi ato ho, na ma atunya ato ho. Nti time was able boy I didn't struggle. So I want to worship. It's not marriage is not a bad thing. Go in for it if you are ready, and make sure that even you be a better wase. The peak of it all is understanding. I think you're good to go.
Wow. Yeah. That was not where I was speaking from, but let's start from there. People have the notion that there is a spiritual connotation to marriage.
Yes.
When we say especially if the lady is coming with a lot of blessing, you'll be So that I attest it to it, obey a lot of doors for you. Is it really true, or is something that they just say to encourage us to set?
For me, I'll say it is true. For me, I'll say it is true because after I married, there are a lot of things that no more can, but I don't know. When I got married, I think I've gotten everything. And I don't be at least I've seen some progress. As I say, man can a perception, but to me, we favor marriage has favored me if I put it that way. Minimum issues, but to me, I believe that there is a blessing attached to blessing. There is some kind of blessing attached to blessing. For me, that's what I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's switch from there and come to how I met you.
Yeah.
When I met you, when I started getting closer to you or having interactions with you, you were on radio and you are still on radio.
Yeah.
But I met you through radio and the journey has been smooth from my side because I'm looking from afar.
Yes.
It has been smooth. I know you've been fighting battles that we don't know because for you to handle a radio station, how many years did you handle Live FM?
Yes, I did that for 4 years.
4 solid years.
4
as
years.
the manager for the station.
Yes. Mama Martin, from Mama Martin, but help me.
Okay.
From 2019 up until May 2nd, 2025. How many years? 2019 up until 2nd May 2026.
So 6 years.
6 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. I have more information. But 6 years from 2019, December 2019 up until I resigned on the 14th of April. But in my letter, I stated that I'll be off 2nd of May. So officially, I was out of Live FM 2nd of May 2026. So December 2019 up until 2nd May 2020. So 6 years.
6 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's look into the 6 years.
Yes.
Let's take us slowly and get into your journey. How did you get to Live FM?
Okay, so personally, after senior high school, in fact, time I'm also here, I'm catch them there. Some you want na casa be more TV though. Some if you me my na hello from day. I was showing that signs. Yeah. So growing up in the passion was for me to get into journalism.
Okay.
So after secondary school, I met my godfather. Asasro Kwabena Santana, I believe he's at Benya FM now. Yeah. So I met him. Then I told him that I want to do radio. Yeah. And he said he's going to train me. And then I'm going to maintain life. In fact, Misha Asasro Santana, somewhere 2014, 2015. Yeah. Just barely 6 months now, Ufi Live FM. Also, Kwabena FM Takrade. So in Toronto, one other guy or life from Dr. Spice. So Dr. Spice is one of my fathers. So in radio, these are my two godfathers, Asasro Santana and Dr. Spice of Cape FM currently. Then I'll hand me over to Dr. Spice. So Dr. Spice the show, those Saturday entertainment now and be producing. Later, no introducing my live FM issue, Mr. Joy about coffee. me good part because I'm in fact I'm producing from the field.
Okay.
Show na mitifi.
Okay.
Na ma send motivation on here. Ma send na zo on here via WhatsApp.
Okay.
Into how the we are mitifi crowd but the way I mean no na on here no bakasa. No in life no bakasa the opada member on board.
Okay.
Nti on here papa nkasa papa so okay I can come around. Nti na mama here in there. Maba anapa Dr. Spice na those days no yeah live morning show.
Okay.
Those days morning show no work Adom FM.
Okay.
Nti I host am I in there Adom FM for advert and na be fia beton as abaya advert.
Okay.
Then Captain Smart Adom FM those days oya for you your phone lines and now so phone lines in fee.
Now so that pick
na pick of course with that was basically what do you do.
Okay.
Nti Spice no a morning show. We know about driving from 2 to 6.
Okay.
Yes. Nti maba studio maba anapa maba so Dr. Spice na why morning show no nti ncha na we eketima akra dan yasna benyabro ye benyabro na maba support on driving we yasna entertainment nti ye ko ye ba na see one kada he sees something in me nti officially want to keep me. Okay. I'm say okay that's fine. In fact mind you let me chip in this one. In fact I went to Live FM December 2016.
Okay.
Officially December 2016. From December 2016 up to somewhere December 2019, I wasn't taking salary.
Nothing. 3 years.
So yes. So my point here is that sometimes it's not about the money.
Yeah.
Yes. I told myself that I just want to learn something. Okay. I just want to get to somewhere. Yeah. It's no nyeska. Okay. It isn't about that now because it's on young but now I was trying to get to somewhere. Yeah. It's no nyeska. From 2016 up until 2019.
3 years.
Nothing. But I wasn't complaining.
Salary. Yes. Not even one city.
Not even one city. Oh, Dr. Spice, I'm not so beach and skill coming out. Also, you 10 that's fine. But like I'm saying, into a lesson there, as if you're a dopede, you know, sometimes it's not just about the money. Yeah. Just get to the field and share BB. Okay, so back to BB and Midwinty. Papa Naked, okay, he want to inculcate me proper. On Ponetinyakra, there wasn't money. But yeah, still, my focus wasn't about the money. My focus was about me learning and going through the process. Yes. Until Makashonga Kankadama, until the and then later, I'm so with them. So I'm one person in radio, I've risen through all the ranks. Okay. So what happens is that made the live from 3 days in a week. 3 days.
At the studio.
You the studio. Studio 24/7.
Okay.
So what happens is that, and apart from the bar, we see we team. My spy on 6 and master could feel make this market run. The master about 9 p.m. Okay. The man them and a pile 2. Okay. Until spice baby and who got fast with fee. The master about joining. That was what I did. Okay. Time studio man the whole. Number do 3 times in a week.
Wow.
I can't cut the man. One day something happened. Dr. Spice you took one. Na life and academics Spice you no come and out name. Na yes because I want any yeah. Like I told you, them time no about motivation and apa. You na switch Adom FM. I for both you now I pick course now advert now happen. Okay. It's not gonna Spice okay, you know. Life and rest numbers as a Kwabena name. So when I was gonna pray to God say Rade, maybe today might be my chance because all this one mean a chance that me host Ankasa. I was learning to make behind the scenes, me produce, na ye kwa high alpha. And that fateful day came. I think that was somewhere 2017, if I can remember. Yes, because I'm natural baby, somewhere 27, but I'm carrying mountain. Now, my catching a seat. I did my motivation. I switched over. I came back. I picked my course. We were more shawhan life and rebel also come next year. I has papa. Spice my catcher and I will never because Spice and poor bread. Obey and a person so be in your to my catcher and then so wasn't pocho. Was I also mentioned it? I feel yeah,
friction
station mammas about my catcher. Okay. And so obey me how I catch him or Spice from Kobana. My as biamo, my work out time on my sister. That's how I be who's show. He didn't know that Papa didn't mark that, but also
stay calm.
I as but that's a power for the opportunity. That was when until Papa didn't say we and team take over. Now started a May morning show. Wow. Until rising I can't and was my programs manager. Agree until 20. So that was 2017. I'm taking morning show. You good summer 2018. Was my programs manager. You good until as I mess switch the morning shows no numbers are on them because my break. Okay. Muntum them sense by Anapa. Yeah. Then they brought in someone to replace me in the evening. That period. Yes. No, I'm a morning show. My support Dr. Spicy. We are bro. Okay. The driving 2 to 6. No. Along the line, so now I'm ball sports.
Okay.
I'm a commentary that. Those that know me, in fact, Kwabena will find me a sport presenter.
Okay.
My sports commentary that. My same as a sports host so that.
Okay.
In fact, like I'm telling you, when I was growing up in this industry, I told myself that I have the passion.
Okay.
So I just want to fit in every sectors of the industry.
Yeah.
Entertainment bit, I know a lot of things about entertainment bit. Morning show because I'm co-hosting team nya na you kakra fa ho sport so minimum commentary ma so minimum 1 or 2 kakra fa ho.
Okay.
Nti ebe radio mu as we speak I don't know what I don't know in the radio. Nti egudu ye kon kakra da man then akonya bodo ho there. Edmanu was there up there off a manager for.
Okay.
Nti ye meeting. That was meeting America December 2019.
Okay.
That's why I have this date in my mind. End of the year meeting December 2019 also okay see I know. Manager no 1 or 2 binti we jano kan mo kwenti up a new manager among us. At the time my bottom pay for big respect to KOK.
Yeah, okay.
Big respect DJ Bible. Big respect DJ Big Joe. I came to meet these finest people. At the time, the Spice was a move called Keep around down 2019.
Okay.
The Spice a move. If I don't move November, baby answer the better meeting.
Okay.
We move call. Then the Spice in you. The Papa year meeting, not 2 men there. You know, yet in a meeting I seen or pay him or come manager. I mean, pose I had done yet meeting as an so I'm the time
small way
although I was a program manager,
but
I felt like before until account. Yeah, meeting in our way. Meeting or ye not to one. Obi and do my own after okay, my na we meeting. After ye meeting somewhere around saying ya be 12, you meeting be 2 o'clock. Me say fie be 4 na, adwuma no frame. Mo wan from me say oche me be am share. On mon come. Na me say okay, no problem. So when I went and I say okay, as I'm not come meeting as on yame. Na me say boss, yame.
Oh no, kasa directly but
yame no so why crazy. I didn't know what he saw in me.
Yeah.
But why crazy he feels the motor station and I was like, hey, I was senior man for more. No, so on no production. And he feels there. So see, so it comes back to what I was telling the people when I was there. Yeah. No, yes,
sure.
Oh, maybe as an from 2019 December, on me I meeting. It was 2020 January and a cash,
or starts
okay. At asa. But imagine as a masha as a sky. That's where I want to get hammer more. Into more say okay. Opera as other one. I'm so boss and paying for her. I don't mind. I'm Alfred, and that at the time as soon as I to do someone or Ghana, not even in fact, I was so scared. No, so I'm now
okay.
So when I left him, I called my father, I called my spiritual father, I called 1 or 2 people be away close to me. Papa, I'm okay no. But we are catching there so because also in home to us yes then catching able to my
okay.
Then I think a day or 2 my friend there.
Wow.
Nah.
You're able to do them. Now, you should be a candy. I work with Live FM.
Yes.
Yem far when you were trying to learn from people 2017. Yem for 2019 or where meeting.
Yes.
If you 2025, that is 6 years.
If you 25 years.
Say a go back. If we never pan the pound who the man didn't know who down able to my.
I love this question. It's a very good question. Yeah. I felt there, and I feel there. He saw in me a young man who was determined.
Okay.
Because see, time now before obey manager no.
Yeah.
I mean, in the station, I'm call from Sunday to Sunday.
7 days.
Odu baby say obi be preach. I know people to airtime. I'm na frame.
Okay.
So na come na Tuesdays obi shahade.
Okay.
Then the manager that don't no nkwa no. But you remember to me from na come na odu Tuesdays over 7 to 8 obi shahana.
Okay.
Ebi so na ben na on frɛ manager no but offer me nta odu baby from Sunday to Sunday minim time we as all live FM minim na past 6 to 10 when money show we in power ba in breed them time so you know about how much you know I knew virtually everything. So to your question, I believe that he saw a young man who was determined. He saw a young man who as in there had that passion for what he was doing. That was how, if I sit back and I reflect on there, he saw something within me that me myself at the time I didn't believe that I could do it.
Yeah.
And not to boast of myself, my 6 years alive officially, I think we did something. Yeah. I think we did something.
We are coming to what it did from afar what we saw.
Yes.
Now to the American, the man saw something, and that is one thing too I've also seen. I did an interview with somebody no kade. So be kade yada.
Yeah.
Don't think about what or why the person said it. Say, hey, nah, didn't do the reason why.
Yeah.
This also boils down to this question. I'm there just a few seconds to my answer. Do you see trust and loyalty as a key? Because for a young guy who has moved from the rank of Obedobusia, what the station was, because from what you are saying, man need to bypass the station's manager and come to it. Means he saw something that this young guy, go to my Genedi, go to my day. Young guys now, this conversation is more of advice. What will you say to them when it comes to loyalty and trust? When an elderly person gives you a role,
exactly.
What will you say about that to them?
So what I will tell the young people out there in there, first of all, be faithful. It's no car. Say or a simple or a dam or whatever that comes to be as in call to the person. And I can say that at the time, in fact, one of my principles in life is that whenever someone reposts a confidence in you in this life, just be faithful. That is me.
Wow.
Because I believe in karma. Mind you, as I know my work with Marcy, aside radio I do. I have my private staff I do.
Okay.
I have a worker with me. Okay. That's my private staff.
Okay.
So my ye or tell me for being ye mama. This is what my the mindset not the medical entity. Whatever that I'm doing as I will be a Mezima come in and say, me and there I am mamas at them obey or be so funky and faint team or I can't bundle. Muslim you be in your penny in my that's how the life is. Maybe or back until Mama Brother came there, so being them confidence in you are just be loyal, just be truthful. Mary be a yenny found out why was and that is it. Wow. So loyalty is key. It is key in everything that we do. Yeah. Wow.
And the loyalty is where I'll pick it from. I think many Kwabena can or kind of one bond, and it boils down to the loyalty the two of you have for each other. And we are still having this conversation, the Spotlight Show here on Kofyjesse Studios with my guest Kwabena Korange, the general manager for Moulders FM in Cape Coast. And bro, we can continue from this part. At a point from afar, I realized you were building something in radio, which of course wasn't common in Cape Coast. Because now Cape Coast, most of the stations from the urban to the commercial stations now, from manager to radio to sports, what experience. I realized you're bringing the young avengers into the game. First of all, what motivated that decision?
Okay. So me myself, and I believe that the youth can equally do something when given opportunity. For instance, you share the current governance structure as we speak. Someone like Dr. Kofyjesse, he's a young man. Look at what he's doing at Asante region.
Asante region.
Not to do politics, but there's a vast difference from him and his predecessor. But he's a young person, barely about some 40 plus age. There's someone like Sami Jenfi. There's someone like Kojo Nkrumah. Someone like Kojo Chabulakwa. They are young people. So for me, I thought it is we the young people say among the needed resources that they can equally deliver. And of course we did. That's what I said. For 6 years, I think we did something. So I just believed in young people that my young people the opportunity that they can equally deliver. Not to say that painful to me. Painful why am young over time they can do it. But how about young people? So I believe that the new generation that we need to give young people the opportunity to also showcase their talent. So that was where the drive was coming from.
Wow. The second one, 2 questions in one. First, at the point where you are managing Live FM, there were lots of challenges in radio space in Cape Coast. You know, radio stations, I want your workers call, delay of salary, complain nowadays. Managers were they were finding those challenges. How did you handle it on your own? That is my first question. Then the second one, go with the notion there. A manage young guy are very challenging because only youthful exuberant staging it inform How did you combine these two? Paying salaries, making sure it's scanning between one cast with team. How did you do it?
So for me, my situation at Live FM, damana na vibe nete.
Yeah.
Live FM no. After he gave me the station in 2019, we did an agreement. So the agreement was that bring in your own people. That's why I brought in the young people.
Okay.
After bringing your own people, pay them by yourselves. Okay. Then number 2, every month may give me this X amount.
Okay.
The rest is yours.
Okay.
Then buy prepaid.
Okay.
The only time I'm not quarantine, it means technical challenge are huge. But even the minute ones, Bob Ashu, headset be no konebu, I will take charge of that. Okay. But if be a transmission site in your challenge, he will come in. So every month, give me X amount of money, number 1. Then number 2, pay your people.
Okay.
Number 3, make sure you buy a prepaid. So these were the tasks that I was given to make sure as a young guy, to make sure I succeed. So what did I do? First of all, I brought in young people. Okay. I sat with them, excluding sports.
Okay.
Excluding sports. I know why I'm doing this. Okay. I know why I'm saying this. Okay. Excluding sports. So no a morning show, no a drive. And mid-morning drive, something like that. Sports from later, one conversation very different. That's why I'm saying excluding sports. So when I brought all these young people together, we started as brothers. Charlie, a young man, Mouse me a young man. Radio, in fact, let me tell you this. Radio Nankasa in Cape Coast and Radio Nankasa, you don't usually enjoy from your salary. Okay. You have other benefits out there. The opportunities that you get, it is enormous. Although supposed in your salary. So we started as young people near Ketcha Day in radio. Especially at where we find ourselves. Yeah. So in your let's leverage it in the opportunities be brave. It's kind of but also let's try as much as possible to then they accepted it. Moreover, I don't say now I'm even doing at my current place is that if you represent an Yakopon for Netum's advert bar, you get a commission. Okay. So that one crowd will motivate the presenter to go out there and bring something. It was so much when you I peanuts in the crowd account. So that was the first thing that I did in my administration. When you want came what I say, but so much number my staff group and Marco Trust with Charlie. Yeah, 1 or 2 about I. You also mission I'm so Charlie. Yeah, 1 or 20. So I felt the young people would, understand you better. That they be able to pay you, be all family man, be on paying be pressure will feel now. I'm sure you have a rough actual. On back, catch on there. I don't know. So that was the first bit of the conversation. Okay. Now, to your second question,
the character wise, the managing the egos, the youthful exuberance.
Honestly, on the film, to manage young people, like you really said, I fair on the film, or the ego, and Bibi Banas and Tobo as some balance. But then again, I believe the leadership style a bit flexible. When you want to leaders, I want to change. No. I just want you to understand me. Okay. You come to me to also tell me. Okay. I just show you now, okay, or a good day. And although managing young people, no egos also do, but then again, I believe my leadership style no boom. Okay. If just a bit flexible. Okay. When we move together as a team, in a crew, in a town, 4F in a town. One got one man in baby and so I was just down to it and at their level. They feel free to, although you 1 or 2 issues, but boys, we settle and make a boss name cry, then move on. Okay. Yes.
I have 3 questions that will end the radio side.
Yes.
Let's look at it. I can be the sports was exclusive.
Yes.
Out of it, from what you are saying. At the point when remember, take me back.
Yeah.
When Alex left, there were a lot of things happening on social media.
Yes.
Where, of course, I saw that one sample it's not everything that you need to apply. It's not everything that you need to banter on social media. Because maturity comes in at a point. 2 questions in one as well.
Okay.
Did you feel hurt at the point he left? Did you sack him or he left on his own?
Okay, so first of all, I did not feel hurt when he left.
Okay.
Number 2, we did not sack him.
He left on his own.
Yes. Funny enough, when the D came, maybe I want to. When the D came, he told me.
Okay.
Because of the relationship. Well, Alex is my brother. In fact, we've been friends since 2019. Yes, we've been friends. The time when you live, if I'm not Kingdom or so. Okay. Yes. Kingdom to Amaka. He was my close. There are times about the fee, but if you manage it, wouldn't feel better this other managing better this.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had that bond, we had that friendship. Yeah. So when the day came, he told me. Okay. So I told him to leave.
Okay.
Yes, I'm saying it on record.
Wow.
I told him to leave. When he told me, I was Charlie D. Babana. So Charlie, it's kind of okay. Why not?
Okay.
Move on.
Okay.
So I was rather hurt. To your question, that's my head. No, I wasn't hurt when he left. Okay. But I was rather hurt when he was saying certain things on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes. Now and because I'm a sports exclusive.
Yes.
Okay. So Mukola FM miss you mamutase on pet sports.
Okay.
Because of past experiences.
Okay.
I believe the sports from where I'm
okay.
On pet sports.
Okay.
Okay. Do you know me? I brought Alejo to Live FM.
Yeah.
I brought him to Live
yeah.
FM. There was issues after I think Kingdom FM 102 being shared. So we spoke to me as but I told him that my boss is on pet sport too.
Okay.
But I know what I would do for my boss to like him.
Accept it.
Okay. So I introduced him on my morning show to come and do breakfast sport. At that time, I pick Kwabena FM straight. Yeah. My morning show to come and do sport. And my trick worked. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Then Miss you from that. Come down, I can find out. Now I'm say I pick Kwabena. I'm so me give you no sir, born no good pal.
Okay.
Kwabena let me pet sport into band. And I'm so okay. Our boss, everybody ya born home come on. Okay. So I sat my brother down in kitchen there. Life and on pet sport. Into ebe about to sport to her. Sport yeah in the year for Adam FM. Okay. But I have a plan able to me za ko obeja atum. Yeah. Ishena yenken chene there. Eba abaye. Mama untia wako. Okay. But you rather go and look for adverts. When you bring the advert, you give you a huge percentage. Unlike commission and will be commissions now you are 5-10%. But we can advert about or 5-10%. But I was no yeah when yenken chene there. Say I come for a paper crab on chumufa and no more a chunk of it. Almost it's 40 on for sister no yeah. It's me Alex can also a laudable. Into all my arrangement kitchen. Okay. Into can you imagine that work kitchen BG in the my engage your school? Remember I was a teacher at Divine Courage. I'm a Ghanaian language there. Into our friend I'm so good. I'm an angle when I'm back. Man, I'm them time no on kuti no ko sia kitchen man ko bi so occasion we no from no so vacation man na why ya to me there okay just okay on passport okay because of past experiences be on pay but why ya to me there okay as the advert bar na mutua waka o take ko feel say as the advert bar na mutua so sport arrangement was quite different from all the rest into mutua all the rest I don't pay sports for them at a point in time we'll discover yes strike a percentage in fact each bepe na am fan you see add fan okay so you get a vibe until on your agreement or yeah okay requiring I was paying him okay those that I remember we were paying them those that I remember we were paying them on sumpa no uncle but sport was no different the agreement now no kasa na agreement no make anko bi yes so I was hurt there on make it me see me there I have been there sir was supposed to untia maka. But he failed to let the people understand that mine was an agreement. I understood it. So that was why when he told me that he have gotten a dealer on your advertisement or a direct I told him, okay, you can ask him after my interview. I told him, tell him, bro, cool. Okay. So I blessed him that he can go. Wow. And I even did certain things for him. I cannot say it here in facilitating the move. Yes. Or a formal vibe, whatever. Yeah. In facilitating the move. Malakuya na mshechi me pia bibia in fact until me head do kwem one but I was head do not show and say go and I don't can same be wow god on my interview I said okay I'm side na no or ABC do when me can matase on na me offer no until I'm kwan on come I'll be okay but later we are brothers and later we sat down and we saw that boys the way I say we saw and move on because the last 3 questions so the last 2 6 years. Yes. That is officially working as a manager for Live FM. Yes. If you have to count the time you entered Live FM, we are going to 9-10 years. Yes. Because of 2017. Yes, in fact, this year 9 years. Yeah. 9 years. Solid. Yeah. A bomb burden. I picking live from when you came in. If you are Quebec there, you will be a station to the point of a programs manager to the general manager.
getting the young Avengers on board and pushing it.
Yeah.
Because at the point in Impono, I know that you had challenges with other stations.
Yeah.
Because not going to be regard Live FM.
Yes.
When you came in,
Yes.
though or one of the pivotal roles are probably for the call.
Yeah.
But not confirm Live FM.
Exactly.
But no attention came on morning show.
Exactly.
Kwikwahin was doing news, sir.
Yeah.
People were paying attention to it because pick his stories from here. So it was one of the greatest points. Then suddenly, before your exits from Live FM, there were lots of things happening on social media.
Yes.
With respect to our own brother, Nana Yao.
Yeah.
About True and Sembe, what on Live FM, and at a point I know that's still a whole.
Okay.
Not elbe but if fully. I hear about the young money.
So I'll tell the story behind that.
Yes. Yeah. And see, I was like, what is happening? Because Nana Yao or hate and what train station said one kind of call, one kind of call. At that point, what was going through your mind and what was happening behind this?
Okay, so these are the facts. I never knew Live FM was going to be sold. Okay. So for the records, Live FM was sold this year, 2026, somewhere in January.
Not 2025.
Not 2025.
Okay.
In fact, I was one of the pioneers behind its selling.
Okay.
But I've said it.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I also facilitated in the selling of Live FM, i.e., media documentations. The owner came to see me and I support. In fact, I still have a good relationship with him. The owner, yes. I still have a good relationship with him. The owner came to see me and he told me of the intention. And maybe we're not going to miss you, see your currency auto. And so he came to see me and I was part of the process. The documentations, blah, blah, blah. I was part of it. Okay. So first of all, my clarify the Live FM was sold 2026, not 2025. Okay. Wow. I left Live FM 14th of April. In fact, I tendered in my legislation letter 14th of April 2025. As at when I have tendered in my resignation letter, I knew I was going to Moulders FM. Okay, so let me backtrack. Okay. September 2024, my current station, my CEO spoke to me.
Okay.
Then now operate for Live FM. So he spoke to me that he wanted to open a radio station. So I should tell him. September 2024. So within 2024, September 2024 to December 2024, we got one, 92.9.
Okay.
This was the Splash FM in
Asinfosu.
Okay. Yes. So we got in touch with the owners and with ASMA. So as far as back as September 2024, I knew I was going to move there. So the man told me that, man, we are Bashamansa. Okay. So that's why I'm one behind the scenes. But then I'm on Live FM. So maybe if you want to move to Academy, yes. So let me down moving to Moulders FM. Okay. In September 24, you move and you near home carter, some back and forth and what have you. All this one, I was playing a role as a consultancy to Moulders FM. Our consultant to Moulders FM.
Though you knew, the man told me that, but no way we play professionally was consultant.
I confirmed the man told me be a media consultant. So I was
I've seen it. Yes,
I was doing the consultant vibe, honestly. But yes, I was with Live FM. Okay. Can you imagine the CEO of Live FM heard it?
Okay.
That Martin Yakon definitely I'll move.
Okay.
So one day he called me that he wanted to meet me. We met. We sat. Then he spoke to me that
before you move on, sometimes when things like that happen, that's an important issue. How confident? Because I'm there and come hey Charlie, what's
initially now also you should never me as much as
okay.
So when we met was there, look at how you said he said what's today?
Okay.
What's today that make Live FM now Mark be for. Now you mean you obi anya ne yanko bane da. Nti mba so ma aboa no so aboa nti why the me leave. Man, in fact, my Live FM was NDC me.
Okay.
The party in Baba Power. Why do I want to leave? To me, sir, but be a fine tea. So many intentions to be a. Never so was as I asked today in Tim Potting for Noya Daiso. For now, movie.
Okay.
Then one McKay and although I'm doing a consultant work for somebody.
Okay.
But that person that I may man on can't tell them. But I'm just offering a professional service to that person. Okay. After I get money.
Yeah.
Nti madaso so that bibi hotel am catch. But me I knew there or a hint when you that you be about or paying or there or the vibe na ba na no eja my macadam. Okay, so mama feel ho na mbra the other aspect Americano. And na you do 2025 September 2024 you to be like I'm telling you me the night I knew that I'll move.
Yeah.
I knew that I'll move. Nti yeba January 2025 yeko. Nti honestly I had wanted to resign somewhere December 2024. Not that 2025 is missing but I felt like still push life and I can't what will happen. That is why when Alex move back on one.
Okay.
Because now man said within me, I knew my fate.
Okay.
I knew that I was going somewhere.
Hold him.
It's moving because maybe wakadam na mnye beda mkojen. Nti on move on so on kwan.
Okay.
Aha. Nti 2020 January. Ni
2025 January.
Ni transmitter.
Okay.
So we were off for a full 1 month.
Okay.
Now you move on to February. You back on February. It's a good year crying. So why don't I? Because no baby, my current CEO of from Mambra. Yeah, my share more called Wahadi. So my attention I too. Me is let me fast. I feel like there. My attention I too. So let me make sure that my is settled. So I told myself I will resign.
Okay.
Now fast forward much later. And look at my somewhere in March 2025. But I don't know how I'm found. In fact, it was one of the difficult decisions I've taken in my entire life because most of where how the man got the confidence in me. No, me na you man all of a sudden remember call. If I them come catch Alezo, now let's just tell as your best no. Say I been doing my call. Life it was very tough. But I told myself that at least my baby. So I would have to move on.
Okay.
Then I get a carry somewhere 14th of April 2025. I sent in my graduation letter.
Yeah.
Then my letter stated that Maybe was 2nd of May.
Okay.
Nti bibi ode ye then my document bibi advert or bia na mess. I don't me bia my score me say me hand over madam 14th na.
Okay.
But mo run out to 2nd of May. Nti bibi odo bi sema. Then you boom ka kan kada madam 2nd of May I left. Na ma bahade. Mini place I built it from scratch. Me see o see aka chem that this is the land. Yen.
Okay.
So me do no put man come that no show mo phone do. Nti as a layman mo draw drawing room paper do.
Okay.
Oma studio number hade. Oma yim come azama hona wasting way.
Wow.
Then we brought people on board now. It's a property. So that is the fact behind the scenes. In time before 2nd of May 2025. And I never knew that the man would sell the station.
Okay.
Okay. Until my background Kofyjesse, he took over.
Okay.
Kofyjesse, yeah, he took over as the manager and the caretaker.
Yeah.
Not sure don't can cry. Until them wo January 2026 year, see one from the life and see one from there. Why you know pada otanazi.
Okay.
Until my fan to my current see you name the sobota.
Okay.
And I am a fan to nkofo hu na no de obota.
Okay.
Nti asa den na okay na me efi ho.
Na efi ho.
Na we start work na say February March ya na me efi ho me. But one thing so make sure me in there. Na me pro bia mo social media me efi live.
Yeah.
Na pro bia but me pro yeah. Timbia no submarine. But the guys around me knew it. Even Alex Okran, he knew that I've left. But Alex Okran can tell me about to go to Facebook as I about to punch me pro boko behind him pro did. Okay. And I from somewhere January as I make 2026 year. Okay. Or from the mana up there. Oh yeah. Nti mo fan to go na no. Okay. Na to go. In fact, initially my pastor had wanted to buy. Okay. But then so na we maybe you do know or you start be 92.9 you busy 107.7 each. Okay. 107.5 nti you can them za yanto. Nti so let me say it here. Captain Smart has bought the station.
I was about coming
yes, Captain Smart bought
the station. So let's put
when live FMC were from there, mo fan to go from you. Mo also from you there. Yami adum obi abesu obi aboto. Okay. Nti mo mbra na mo boa no documentation si bi ho. In fact the man no live FMC am na be bibia document bibia as we speak. Media ekra there time so from Michelle
the love is there.
Michelle or from Michelle no call bono transactions documentation. Okay. So he called me that when you been to more bono documentation. So he came to my studios. Okay. Then he operation I see. He came to my office there.
He drove to your studio.
No, in fact, he drove to my house, picked me. We came to my studio.
Moulders.
Because not that, yes. No, yes, operation though. Okay. Yes,
but what is
the shop? Yeah, 102 documentations be 102B, wow. Type 102B. Wow. Then they went to see Captain Smart at Ankran. When they went, he called me back to give me feedback and blah blah blah, and everything was sealed. So as we speak, Captain has bought it. Amount maybe Papa fine. Wow. Captain is developing a new place at Fantipem. Oh, okay. And Fantipem GT Bank near opposite. Okay. Okay. GT Bank now, Fidelity Bank near opposite. No opposite one. So I found and say, "But there be a project was so Captain. So Obey TV Plus Radio. So be new one. But he will still transmit from Accra. No, transmit from old live FM. One a phone is also
phone okay.
But still the one only use. But phone one of transmit about that side. And at the time na you know come social media there why na do no go through. Okay. When I'm so for daughter na agreement go through. Okay. But finally Captain bought it.
Okay.
And then again I left Live FM before they sold it. One ton of me say.
Wow. Yeah. Then my last question on the board tough on kakra. Then we go for a break then. Would you say there? Would you put this question? Would you say there? Nanaya, I interviewed them and discussed it, but I want to ask, would you say that Nanaya was powerful and has links? Mean powerful as in spiritual or anything, but he has connection because from everything you are saying, there's a little bit of because the baby no Moulders who are so I'm asking myself, this conversation was between Kofyjesse on that is one. What do you say? Oh, live from what turn the no, and I'm like, how does this guy get to know? In media, is it normal for things like that to happen?
Yeah, so for instance, today, time no there, most of people turn. Yeah. No,
okay.
My pastor posted something on his status.
Oh, okay.
Also, 107.5 is coming home.
Okay.
Status. Okay. So Nana came to screenshot that and send me. I don't know how he got that screenshot. Because we didn't himself a number. But some way, somehow he had that screenshot.
Yeah, okay.
Not about somehow maybe some there, some of why they are two them.
Okay.
And I'm not sure them come code behind the scenes do, but on your official.
Okay.
And something actually happened. I made an arrangement between my pastor and Live FM CEO.
Okay.
The midday now they agreed on the fee.
Okay.
My pastor called his bankers to bring the money.
Okay.
But Live FM CEO said, okay, there must have one documentation first and so I just got. Live FM also had a financial say.
Wow.
This on ye demo hits kakana bayanka dam danampo. Papa na just or ye or cheers can my life and we were not chedenka. Yeah, set to the scores. But that was what really happened. And he has links and that is fair. Wow. Come on. And I can even tell you that some information I gave to him, some information is her.
Why did
I'm some information is her. And American
wow. My last question on the radio, then we wrap up. Say we said I'm questioning. Since I did try to watch on Live FM, but I sit back and ask myself there, if you were the owner of Live FM, wouldn't you be sad and hurt? Because when you left to Moulders, you picked a lot of the people you worked with.
Yes.
Were Live FM.
Yes.
Near to Moulders.
Yes.
To your point, Kweku was at a home car no pedophile.
Yeah.
At that point, now them because now I be a manager, so you knew people you could work with or you can work with. Every one and then one bomb common. How did you feel in feeling there's a manager Live FM new run
Okay, I'm not sure other factor. So mind you, Nana Kwabena wasn't at Live
FM. No, out.
In Pokro or come on, had no or Live FM DJ Big Joe. On about mid morning says here. But also at a point when I left, you also left.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. And I'm
but Olivier then is not in there. And then Bokwan had Olivier there. Now so Olivier keke. I need to munka. But
when I left, you also left.
Okay.
When I left, you also left. You also left Live FM.
Okay.
And you know, then Daniel Dente, Danny, he was also at home care. And my point is that. And I never picked Ubi or a current worker or Live FM if you. That is why I left Kofyjesse Moabed.
Okay. And an uncle.
On my uncle, because not a current. But Big Joe then now on you maybe you. Although on you be
okay.
Yes. That you know Ahomka. Kofyjesse is no Ahomka. The rest that I picked in no one active workers are no way more Live FM.
So there was no problem with that.
Yes. It's not any problem. In some because as maybe. So maybe yours then that's fine. Or maybe what more correlate to someone like Big Joe. Yeah. Because he knew I was going to send him. That's why he left her. Then that is also fine.
Wow. Okay. Mijao Marco, this is your camera. For the segments you can about radio. Where should you see Moulders in the next 2 years? Because it's our budget.
Yes.
You brought the Avengers. Now see the way you do your live stream. Yes. So Billy studio home part, the cameras picking.
Yeah.
Charlie, discuss it. Where should we see Moulders competing? Because America and Pere pick from them in a minute. Cape Coast market segregation for adverts.
Also, exactly.
Very small.
It's a huge challenge.
It's a huge challenge.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
And young stations say, "Obey them or yebi."
Yeah.
Would be a mumbodim. But I know what pick a shas now. They did the man.
Would be
Wakufo.
Yeah.
Where should you see Moulders the next 2 years?
Okay, so I believe that with me as the captain of Moulders FM, the next 2 years, all the Moulders all rise to a level. We were originally having horrible stations to tour or Moulders and others. Wow. And like you rightly said, Cape Coast market radio in Italy, it's a huge challenge, especially we have a commercial radio. And this is my first time managing a commercial radio, live from a community. Okay. And the classifications are that commercial,
okay.
The more you open one horn, the more power it consumes power. Transmission, live from a community. Okay. Into NCF one Bremen, one more a radius to work at about 5 kilometers or so, 5 kilometers.
Okay. So areas
but when you are commercial, you have that wide range, Okay. So what it means is that the wider your coverage, the more you buy prepaid or the more you buy power.
And the more expenses.
Exactly. And so it's a consumer power, honestly. Consumer power. So I have a strategy. Okay. That I don't give small money a chance. Okay. Even if it's one city.
You don't give small money a chance.
I'll take that one city and I'll put you somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe when you run so baby dash, but at least mama baby.
Yeah.
At least for now, I'm having 5 major programming.
Okay.
Morning show, mid-morning, sport, local news, then drive time show, then overdrive. But 5 major programs. So if you're having one city, I'll take it down. At least I'll give you one of the programs. Yeah. Until top up which then I'll give you all. Yeah, cool. Because I believe that regional isn't. Yeah. And outside of the part of the world, radio commercial, Charlie, if I tell you the amount of prepaid I buy every month, you marvel. And just say, why you in there? But you're home today. Oh, I'm a brand casino, imagine pimpima. People will come. Over about that 1 month, they will go. But I do to moderate price the beer. At least, so they can afford to at least continue or renew. So that is how my style. I'll take the small and give you at least a slot. Yeah. I'll do that for you. But at least if you get some of us, you will tell me 1 or 2 bizarre. And I think I do close about in there. We've brought in the best. At least the young people now. For now, we have the best. For now, we have the best. Others are doing same. We all helping the region. Yeah. For now, there's the best now, but that also alone will attract people. And radio, and the was a Gen Z radio. Yeah. That is why Yakafa videographer. In fact, more life than me videographer.
Yeah, I know.
But when I came here, I brought a videographer. I pay the guy. Wow. I have 2, one videographer and 1 lead producer, digital producer. Okay. I will handle me infographics. One handle me them side. Yeah. First life and everything, but I had no because of me the reason not done it. I thought in fact, you're not station no. But I want to be from. Also, I became a number on Facebook. Okay. I put up an advert. So I was telling my people that if I was able to get someone from Facebook because he had on Facebook, I buy all your adverts, often Regent Hotel. Okay. I play the advert for Ayensu Plaza. Wow. So if I have someone already out through Facebook, through my then means see a corridor, and a vibe now. It will also in a way generate fans for us from that side. So next 2 years, I believe that Stations 2 had here, but able hears it count. Yeah.
Wow. Mr. Alex Kwabena Korange area for the first part, and the second part you'll be going to CCMA Nejuma Oye on Yenchal. But let's go for a quick break. When you come back, we zoom into the second part of the conversation.